So today I just wanted to talk about the passing of the greatest generation as named by Tom Brokaw back in 1998. That is to say, the people who were born in about the first quarter of the 20th century. They are so dubbed because of their upbringing through the hard times of the Depression and the earlier ones through World War I and stuff, and their later participation in World War II and thereby shaping of our modern world system. So, of course, these persons are the oldest ones left, with the Lost Generation's last member having died in 2018. And so, I in part was inspired to do this video because of what I heard this morning, learning of the death of Prince Philip, who is one of the later members of that generation. Born in 1921, of course, he actually participated in World War II, as, for that matter, did Queen Elizabeth herself. And I'll say what you will about them, it's just very impressive that they lived to be this late in their 90s and to have such a long and lasting marriage as they did, more than 73 years, going on 74 years this year it would have been. So it's just, that's the kind of life that I think I'd like to have and that most people probably wish they had, even if not in exactly the same manner. You know, the long life and the long stable relationship. It's a good thing to have. So with Prince Philip passing, and also I heard about a fellow who I hadn't really heard of before, but a fellow American who fought in World War II, named Charles H. Coolidge, and I do not believe he's related to the long-gone President Coolidge from the 1920s, but he apparently had received some honors, the Medal of Valor, or honor to be precise, for his actions in France during the war. And so these two persons of some note to the greatest generation are they're exemplars of what the given name to their cohort is supposed to convey, conveying what they did anyways on the whole. And it's just, you should know that the last of them will be gone by the 2040s, and of course most of them are already gone, but you will really start to see the last of the well-known figures from their time die out over the next decade. You know, Jimmy Carter, Queen Elizabeth, Henry Kissinger, all the ones that are in their 90s and some in their hundreds are going to be gone during these next couple of decades. And what we need to keep in mind is that as they go, we need to stop living in the comfortable quasi-childhood that we have unfortunately been made to live in because of the extreme comforts of the modern world. They set up this world for us. Now they're dying out. We're going to have to take over from them. And if we fail to do so, we're going to drop the ball, and it'll be many years or decades perhaps before a generation with more sense comes along and actually does what needs to be done for the furtherance of human progress. So we need to get our act together, as they succeeded in doing when the circumstances forced them to. The circumstances are upon us, certainly. We cannot idle by any longer. So, my fellow generations' years and the couple of generations preceding us, we need to start asserting ourselves and actually taking needed actions. And furthermore, we need to reshape the system in such a way that our descendants do not encounter the same problems that we have, which is to say the collapse of ability to take care of ourselves. We're not really able to look after ourselves very well anymore. We rely on all the comforts of the world to do it for us. And I'm not saying this out of disrespect to others, because having been in these same, being still in these same circumstances, I'm as guilty of falling victim to this myself as everyone else is. But we need to stop doing that, stop sitting around in our comfort, and start making an actual impact.